You know what is triggering and perplexing? Why these pink folks, these white folks, these church folks, these pastor folks, these teacher folks, these government folks got amnesia, selective amnesia about all of the things that black people have experienced that was not godly, it wasn't pleasant, it wasn't nice, it wasn't fair, it wasn't just. Everybody got selective amnesia about the wrong that was done to black folks, color folks, niggers, brown folks, chocolate folks, African American folks. People got amnesia about that. Nobody don't want to talk about that. Nobody don't want to justify that. Nobody don't want to clarify that. That's why all of this has happened, because of what they done to a certain people. Them people did nothing. Nobody helped them people find out who they were, their identity, and where they was from. They siphoned them people energy all of their lives, and still, till this day, trying to mess over those people instead of help those people, educate those people, uplift those people, motivate those people, inspire those people, encourage those. Nobody not doing that. Everybody feeding off of those people's energy. And it speaks volumes, honey. They can't count them people out. Karma is real. Karma is an energetic exchange. Whatever you do, it comes back to you. You do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. You steal, you get stolen from. You give, you be given. You take, you get taken from. That's it, and that's all. It's an energetic exchange, this life experience. That's how the universe knows what we're doing down here, what we're saying, what we're thinking, what we're feeling. Everything we do comes back to you. That's why the pastor never corrected the people about the sinning, because they knew they was going to get that back. Instead of tell people energetically, their lives was a mess. Their lives was at the bottom of the totem pole. They were suffering because of what they were doing. They didn't try to teach them better, because they wanted them to stay in that space of not ever knowing that the power was inside of them, that all they had to do was raise their frequency, raise their vibration, not have the spirit of fear, not have the spirit of lack. You understand? Go within. Feel it to heal it. No, pastors wasn't teaching that. They were siphoning out that church house. And that Bible, that white man's book, clearly says that God is not in buildings made by hand. You know how God got in the building? The people brought God in there, because God lives inside of us. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fears are gone. I'm glad I know who holds my future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. That energy, that fire, that vibration, you see, because of that essence that's inside of us, that source, that everything is. Pastors ain't teaching y'all to connect the dots. That's a sad thing, that they have siphoned all of these generations, lying in the name of God, who is the God, y'all, that ain't punishing them. They're not punishing them, because it is your responsibility to know the self, to seek the self. Your Bible says it. That white man book says, seek ye the kingdom first. First, number one, first. It didn't say go to pastor. It didn't say go to church. It didn't say read that book. It didn't say ask your mama, your daddy, your government. It says seek ye the kingdom. The kingdom is you first. And seek it for righteousness. Right. right, not wrong, then things would be added unto us. That's why nothing wasn't added unto us, because we wasn't seeking righteousness. We were seeking to continue to live in doing wrong, because that book said we was going to be forgiven, when we could have just stopped doing wrong and didn't need no forgiveness, because we was learning to live righteous. These pastors going to get their karma because they knew what they were doing intentionally, and that's how your karma is given to you, because of your intentions. They intentionally deceived masses of people, masses of them, but the energy is being given back to the righteous. Now, I don't know if you're living right, being right, talking right, doing right. I don't know your life, but that's who's going to get the energy. The people who trying to live right, talk right, be right, and do right. They can't continue. It unbalances the whole ecosystem. And they're not going to get away with that, because Mother Nature don't play. She going to pluck them up out of here. They're going to get plucked up out of here. Anybody who is not trying to change and be in balance and in harmony with the oneness, you will get plucked up out of this experience. So if y'all want to keep continuing to follow Babylon and his wickedness, the Bible clearly says, come out of her. But y'all don't want to do that. It says to not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to keep repeating what Pastor said. That third party cock blocking information that he getting from somewhere. Where is he getting it from? How do you know he getting it and giving it to you? If you don't know where it's coming from and you can't see where it's coming from, you can't hear where it's coming, how do y'all know it's true or not? Because all y'all doing is fooling yourselves in the church. You see? Pastor can't save y'all soul. What is the soul? How pastor gonna save somebody's soul? By telling them the right from wrong. By helping them evolve. Helping them to expand, and pastor not doing that. Since the 1700s, the church still doing the same repetitious first communion, baptism, church anniversary, pastor anniversary, church for a certain amount of time. You see, y'all doing the same repetitious things, and ain't nothing changed. Jesus ain't here yet. Wonder why Jesus don't want to come back again. But some say, well, how did we miss his first coming? That we waiting on the second one. Where y'all was at when the first one was here? Because they had to have one before two, because one comes before two. So we waiting on the second coming. Well, why don't they talk about the first coming? Was anybody here to know about the first coming to talk about it? Like they're talking about Jesus was nailed to that cross and carried that cross and they whipped him. They hung him high. They spread him wide and all of that. Who was here when he first came? Y'all don't have no stories about none of the pastors talk about that first coming. They just got y'all focusing on the second one. What was the first one like? Again, I'm just here to make you think. I don't want to conform. I don't want to comply. I want to do what nobody said to do. If I ain't going to get nothing out of it, that helps me expand my mind. Helps me open up my heart chakra, you see, and helps me know my soul. I don't want to do that no more. I want to question everything, everybody, you see, and everywhere. I want to ask questions because that's how I'm going to know. It's got to resonate with my soul. My soul knows everything because that's what's having this experience. You see, I just needed a meat suit. But my soul knows, not the meat suit. Let this sizzle in y'all spirit. The stuff that we have been given. Who doing what and who ain't doing what. Let it sizzle. It's time for us to wake up and start looking at things differently. It's time for us to stop conforming and complying, and it's time for us to start questioning everything about this reality that somebody gave us, somebody made us believe in. We don't have no proof for none of that. We just believe it, but that don't make it true.